It is 6:40 and I am setting off for my fourth segment. So Lofoten, and then next up is Tromsø. Yeah, it's a sunny day. It is also Fiona and my wedding anniversary, so it's a bit unfortunate that we can't celebrate together, but I will say she has been very supportive of me going on this trip, and I do greatly appreciate that, and so I'll need to make it up to her in some way when I'm back. So I made it to the wrong ferry terminal. It's a good thing I still have 13 minutes until the ferry leaves. I made it. I decided to get some breakfast on the ferry and got a cheese sandwich, and it is by far the worst sandwich or potentially food I've had all trip. It's just like dense white flour, like one piece of cheese in there and like a little bit of cheese up top. So, I mean, it'll get me my calories. Not the best breakfast ever, but I have a coffee. I hope the coffee's better. It has gotten sunnier and we are getting closer. So you can see over there. Honestly, it looks like we'd be there in, I don't know, 15 minutes, but we still have 45 minutes to go. So I don't know, maybe the size of the islands and mountains is a bit deceiving. Turns out it was only 15 minutes until arrival, but I guess they're calculating like half an hour to get, you know, docked and cars off and things like that. So time to get ready. Made it off the ferry just in time, and I am now ready to tackle all the camper vans on the road. Let's hope they see me. I got my blinky lights all turned on. Our second village called Å here. Some people got a bit lazy with naming, maybe. I see more bridges coming up. Woo! This is a cool valley to be cycling down. I am a little bit over an hour, maybe an hour and a half in, and yeah, I think things are generally going well, but I'd forgotten to consider that I guess it's sort of a little bit more out in the ocean here, and things are a little bit windy, so I think even though things are probably going well, it feels a little bit sluggish, and feeling like I need to put a bit more energy in, and so I figured, why not get some Bodø to up the energy levels. And yeah, I stopped at Bunnpris. I also have to say there are a lot of tourists here, and I mean there's been tourists in other places too, but there are a lot more from everywhere. Like previously it was mostly sort of German and Dutch, and here it feels like there's like Chinese and Russian and I don't know, like a bunch of different places. So I guess you do see that yeah, Lofoten is more of a sort of, I guess, just overall more touristy than maybe, or better known than other places in Norway. They do have white sand beaches here, which is pretty cool. There's a bunch of people swimming. A lot of camper vans here. I mean, I assume this is a campground, but this is pretty full. I guess that's probably what I'll be seeing this evening. Man, I feel like the white beach here could almost be like the Seychelles. It goes so far out, or Maldives maybe. Here we go. This tunnel is underwater. So it's supposed to get kind of steep down and then steep up and pretty cold. So yeah, not really looking forward to that. I'm gonna put on some more clothes before going. A bird just flew above me as I was putting on my clothes and shat on me. Awesome. It shat on me in 4 different places, and the poop was purple, so now my yellow vest is purple. Yeah, they have a caution cyclist sign here, so I hope the cars heed the advice. Made it to the other side of the tunnel. So that was definitely not the most fun tunnel I've been through. It was not very well lit, and it was yeah, like quite wet down there as well on the ground. Not too many cars though, so it was fine. I'd say it was more annoying to be shit on by a bird than go through the tunnel. Well, that's cool. Sort of looks like the mountains just floating on the water. I figured, given the sunny day and ice cream would be in order. I'm also bumming some shade from a campsite that I found, and I figured I should, you know, contribute to their contribute in some way, so I bought an ice cream. But yeah, since I'm no longer cycling with a group, I'm returning to my tradition of tortillas, peanut butter, banana, and some coffee that I'm very excited about. But I'll have the ice cream. I've noticed that a lot of the older camper vans that you see have like young couples that are driving them. I'd say, you know, like, I don't know, maybe just about 30. And of all the camper van people, they're definitely the ones with the biggest smiles on their face. It's, I don't know, it's very charming. You can tell that, you know, they scraped together some money, bought a beat up old camper van, and are now exploring Lofoten. So I don't know, it's nice to see them happy. So my campsite for tonight is 2 kilometers down this road here, like slightly behind those houses that you can, I mean, a little bit further. The Eurovelo one to Nordkapp is this direction, goes all the way around, and then meets up at my campsite. It is very tempting to just go straight for 2 kilometers rather than 12 kilometers. But morally, I don't know, it just feels wrong to take that 10-kilometer shortcut when I'm already doing, you know, I don't know, 3,000 kilometers. So I'm gonna do the Eurovelo and then feel like I did the morally and ethically correct thing. Well, at least this longer road has some very pretty landscapes. I feel like it's sort of a mixture between, you know, savanna with a lake and the mountains somehow in the background. So this is the third place I passed that's called Vik. Not today, but yeah, calling your place just Bay is maybe not the most unique thing you could do. It is 5:45 and I've reached my destination. You see those tents over there? That is my campsite, and I am very happy with my campsite because there are zero, actually there was one RV there, and the previous campsite that I passed that I was also considering had, I don't know, must have been at least 50 RVs. So, and this one has a 24/7 store up there, which I'll see if they can supply me with my eat. Great. It's nice to arrive before 6. Means I still can enjoy a little bit of the day. Well, they neither had eat nor camping meals, so I have to settle for milk chocolate and figured I'd be creative with my dinner and have potato salad with sardines and the broccoli that I've been carrying on the back of my backpack all day. I'm sure I can make a good meal out of it in some way. You know, it's got some protein, some fat, some carbs, some greens. Probably even healthier than those camping meals. Mostly just because of the broccoli. But anyway, I'm also not sure this place has a shower, so I guess I get no RVs, but also no shower, which I guess is a trade-off that I'm willing to make. They do seem to have toilets at least. Well, this place is lovely. I got the white beach, got my tent set up on mostly flat ground, got my cooker all ready. I am all set up to make dinner, and yeah, gonna blanch this broccoli. I even have some salt that I stole from a restaurant. I think blanched broccoli, sardines, and you know, potato seems like a perfectly solid meal. So this is looking great. Gonna get myself some fibers and vites. Wasn't able to fit it all in, so I guess I'll need to eat some of it raw. It's alright. Well, there's no way I'm gonna eat all of this, but I think I'm quite proud of what I came up with my genius creativity and cooking skills. I have to say this is, I think, surprisingly better than expected. I mean, the potato salad is maybe a little bit sort of oily, but I think overall flavor-wise, yeah, pretty solid. Well, the sun is starting to get a bit lower, and I think it is very nice here. It's also kind of cozy to have all of these tents lined up next to each other. I don't think most of the people are cycling. I think they're mostly sort of car tourists, but it's still, you know, it's nice to be a little bit away from the RVs. Anyway, I need to do some washing up now that I cooked. Definitely had some beautiful camp spots on this trip, and yeah, I don't know, it's a bit hard to see from here, but you sort of have these yeah, layered mountains in the background there. Just a very brief rundown of tomorrow. So I have about 125 kilometers of cycling to do. 95 kilometers of those are before a ferry, then I take a half-hour ferry, and then another 30 kilometers. And there's a ferry that leaves at exactly 4, which would give me, or which would mean that I would reach camp at around 6 o'clock, which is great. I'm estimating it'll be around 6 hours of cycling before, so as long as I leave here by 10, I'm fine, so I should have plenty of time. I am, however, going to be cycling through Svolvær, the biggest town in Lofoten, and yeah, it might be nice to stop by a coffee shop or something like that.